All right, we're recording.
It's live? Hey guys, happy weekend. It's Dynamic Duo. Hey everyone. So we are trying something new. As you can see, we watched your guys' video, or you guys watched Chris's video that she made asking what you guys want, or asking what you guys want to see from us. That's been a long day. I can't speak. This is going to be very entertaining. So one of the things that we came up with is this new Dynamic Duo weekly gossip. We didn't want to call it a podcast because ew, boring. Gossip sounds so much better, right? So this is just our
It sounds so bad.
I know, it's not bad. Disclaimer, it's not bad. It's not actual gossip. We're not that terrible. So yeah. It's basically just going to be our weekly debrief of recaps of our bowling, what tournaments we bowled, what we did in league this week, upcoming tournaments that we're doing. We have other ideas to bring on guests and ask questions that maybe you guys give us for the guests that will tell you who's coming on the next week. Just fun things like that to kind of get a little bit off the lanes, I guess, is a way to look at it. I know that you guys watch us bowl all the time, right? So it might be a little bit interesting to chat and do something different. So this is one of our ideas. Obviously, we're still open to suggestions of what you guys want to see and hear on here. So we're just going to get into it. We're going to start with our recap of the California tournament, the Chocolate Chicks tournament. I'm going to let Krista start. So where was it? Tell us about it and all of the details, and then we'll get into the more bowling side of it.
It was at Forest Lanes, yes?
Yes. She doesn't even remember. She's like,
listen, we've been bowling a lot
I know.
bowling lately, so I forget sometimes. This weekend was a lot of fun, but it was also very interesting. I think Alyssa can attest to this too. We bowled with a lot of people that we hadn't met prior. So that was exciting. The lanes were pretty easy, but they broke down very fast, which made it a little bit more difficult. And it all depends on who you bowl with, on how they break it down as well. My fun pair, I had lovely people that were throwing plastic or urethane or balls that had lovely grit up the middle.
Wait, hold on a second. You had people throwing plastic on your pair?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, not Jordan, our last one. There was a girl that had probably the most handicap I've ever seen. And
well, hold on a second. That makes sense now. So lots of handicap, probably doesn't know what they're doing throwing plastic. They didn't hook that much. There was no reason for that, right?
Nope. And then there was a righty that was throwing, I want to say it was a pitch black. I know it was a urethane because everyone was complaining about it, and he was kind of spraying it all over the place too. So it was great.
We love to see it.
We love comment below have you bowled a tournament that someone has either thrown a plastic ball down the middle or literally spray and prayed a urethane and just pooped your line up?
If you don't comment below, you're lying, because I know that everyone has had to deal with that. And I want to know how you deal with it, because I look at Krista and I'm like,
oh, I was so angry. We were leaving and I was like, Alyssa, I don't want to bowl this anymore. I was bowling people I know.
So to give a little more context, we were bowling a 5-man team tournament. So it was a team tournament that consisted of 5-man teams. So it took forever. And that's probably why they broke down pretty quickly. But it was for $15K. So $3,000 a person sounded pretty great, but the squads took forever for 5-man. And it's like bowling nationals, right? Where you're waiting forever in between shots. And it's like, where was I standing? Like, what was I looking at? I just spent like 20 minutes over here before I was able to bowl again.
Or, what happened to me, the lane ate my thumb.
I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Yes.
I threw my ball and then it came back without a thumb and they couldn't find it. And when they found it, it broke and I didn't have another thumb. So in between squads, I literally had to rush to the pro shop there, and they had to make new thumb for 2 new thumbs for me. And it's not the same. I mean, you guys know when you have a shop that drills all of your stuff, nothing's going to feel the same. Nothing. So that was
I
fun.
remember that now because the next set, I think the next set was when you and I bowled together and you're like, I don't like this thumb. I don't like this thumb. I don't like this thumb.
It just didn't feel right. Like, I think they didn't get my pitch right. And as you all know,
it's not your PSO, right? Like, it's not the people that you're used to drilling your stuff and they're not used to how you like it. I mean, anyone can try to match a thumb, which, yeah, great. Like, they can match it pretty quickly or pretty well, right? But I feel like everyone is biased to their own PSO. And if you're not,
110%.
Props to you, because I am. Like, I only want one person to drill my stuff.
Same. And I want to say probably everyone watching, I can guarantee you can at least agree with that. That if your ball is drilled incorrectly, that it just doesn't, it's just, you're lost. It's trash.
Well, you feel uncomfortable, right? Like, we talk about it all the time, and I'm sure you guys hear it, like, when we're on the live stream and we're like, I don't really know what to do. And it's like, pick a ball that you're comfortable with and then throw that. Well, if your thumb doesn't fit, you're not comfortable in any ball, right? It doesn't feel comfortable. So I remember that.
Not the best. That second set was not the best.
Yeah. So my first set, I bowled with some of our Vegas people and some California people, and we bowled pretty decent, except it's hard when there's one person that's off, right? So there was one person on the team, we won't name names, you know who you are, that bowled pretty bad. Huh?
Ooh, the gossip. Who was off?
I can't say names. That's mean. Everyone comment below if you know who it is.
Or comment below. Hey, we did not bowl together this squad, so I have.
Yeah. So the first squad, Chris and I didn't bowl together, but we were next to each other, right? Or we were like a couple pairs away.
I don't know who it was because that was my best set and our best squad too, because that was where we cashed. But now I'm curious of who trashed.
Yeah.
Tell me later.
I can't. It's not going to be bad gossip. So the rest of us bowled pretty decent, and we should have cashed. But I mean, it's handicap tournaments, right? Like, the whole team kind of needs to be on in order to cash because scores were pretty high. It wasn't impossible. It was, I want to say it was a modified house shot. I don't recall right now what it was, but it definitely was playable. It wasn't impossible. You had to make shots, but it is what it is. So scores were kind of high. Your first squad was your best squad?
Yes. Well, and it was because we knew our team. Like, we knew basically almost the entire team, which I feel like, and I don't know about you guys, and please comment below if you feel different, but I feel like when you bowl a team tournament, you have to have good chemistry, because if not, I just feel like it just never works out really well. If you don't know your team, there's not good chemistry, I feel like you just don't bowl as well as you could. So
yeah, I agree. So the first squad was kind of the same for me though. Like, we clicked, everyone clicked. We were like, the team chemistry was good and it was fun. The second squad though, the squad that we bowled together, if I had to pick words to describe the second squad, I would say exhausted and freezing, because we were just, Chris and I had like layers of jackets on.
I know. And how great are you going to bowl when you have 2 shirts, a big sweatshirt, hoodie, and you almost feel like you're getting sick and achy because it's so cold.
Yeah. Chris was looking at me like, my nose is running. I think I'm going to be sick next week.
Yeah, that was not a good. And then our team, we're not going to name names, but our team, like, no one really, besides Alyssa and I, no one talked to each other. There was no excitement.
The team chemistry was off. We didn't click, I guess. Like, we were kind of just there, like, okay, I'm bowling. Okay, I'm going to go throw a shot now. Okay, I'm going to go sit down. Or for me, I was like, okay, I'm going to go back under my blanket really quick because. So
next time we are going to coordinate teams.
Yeah.
So that way we have chemistry all the way, because as you all know, it just, But oh well, it is what it is. We cashed.
We had a fun dinner after.
This is true.
Yeah, we had fun dinner after. My brother and his new fiance came out to bowl on Sunday because there was 3 squads, and we had a fun dinner with the gang. That was fun. I definitely went home and just crashed after. I was exhausted. We all did.
No, I think we all fell asleep.
Yeah,
even Mr. Jordan Katz, which usually is a party animal.
Yeah.
That guy can have fun.
Yeah. We're not the rallying type.
No, we're old.
I am old. As Steph said, it's the arthritis for you.
No. I'm 30, so I'm decaying.
Oh my Atlanta. Everyone is going to be in the comments like, that's not even old.
Right, you're so young. No, I'm not anymore. But
so the next day, so there were squads on Sunday. Our last squad, oh hey.
Happy.
So our squads on Sunday, I had fun and like we bowled pretty well. That was the team that I cashed with, was the Sunday team. Who did you bowl with on Sunday? People that you knew or people that you didn't know?
I mean, it was just Frank and I think. Yeah, no, it was just Frank and I, and Frank and I actually bowled pretty good. But someone on our team, he averaged, I want to say like he was coming in at like 220 something, our anchor, remember? And he shot.
Oh, that's right. Can you move?
My dogs are on a walk. But
okay, I remember that now because you got a sub.
Yeah, we got a sub like super last second, and our leadoff bowled pretty good because he averaged what I think it was the same leadoff that when we bowled with. He averaged, I want to say like 170, and he shot, I want to say he shot like 590, which is good because that's above his average. Frank shot above his average. I shot above my average. So everyone was contributing, but yeah, like Alyssa said, when one person's off, it's a handicap tournament. You need everybody on, or else the sticks are going to destroy you.
Yeah, 100%. So. We bowled pretty good. We all started out. I was low man at 220 game one for our team. Granted, we had like no pins. I think we got like 6 or something a game. But I was like, oh yeah, I'm low man at 220. This is great. And then we all fell off the wagon. I mean, we still cashed, but we literally went. So I went 220, and then I was kicking myself at the end of the squad because I opened in the 10th frame of the second game for 170, and I was super upset. And then I opened in the 10th frame of the third game for 190, and I was like, bro, if I could have went 200, that's another, what, 40 pins? That would have took our team from making $200 a person to like $750 a person. And I'm just like, oh, I am that person. Like, I'm the person that cost the team so much money. But I mean, there's nothing I could do. I split like I 710 in one of the frames, but
was it a lovely pocket 710 too? Because I had I had a couple of those that time. I had a couple of those today. Ugh.
Yeah, it was touchy. Like, it just, I don't know.
Yeah.
5 people on a lane, it would blow open.
I was going to say probably because it just burnt up so much. So everything that was hooking early was just dying and hitting saggy at some point, unless you trapped it harder, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty bad at like staying ahead of the move too. Like transition and like being ahead of like the going through the face and stuff. It's like, that's my weak point, but we're working on it. Same. So I just like, I would go through the face and I'm like, all right, I missed that move. And then by the time I move again, it's like, okay, well, you should have moved more now. So it just, yeah, that's my weak spot in my game.
I think that's everyone's weak spot. I think that's majority of bowlers' weak spot. So it's not just us. It's not just us. I can guarantee.
Tell me below that that's also your weak spot so I can feel better about myself.
Right? Weak spots. When to move and when to ball change. When you finally need to give up on the ball that you're like, no, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make this work.
I'm going to make it work. That should be our hashtag. Like, going to make it work.
And then someone tells you, hey, it's just not going to work.
It says that's not the ball.
Can you change? Like, no, 2 and 1 left. 2 and 1 left. Let's go.
It's so hard to see it for yourself, though, right? Like, I'm so good at telling Kim when to ball change, but me, nah. Like, it's just not. It's not in the cards for me. I'm like, no, I'll make it work. No, it's not time yet. But
at least Kim listens to you. Listen, I try to tell Frank when to ball change and move. Trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a good way. In a good way. I love
significant others, though. Like, you can't tell your significant other. They're going to be like,
no. Well, you know, my mom has a rule, and it is if who you're talking to, if they have seen you naked, they cannot take you seriously. That's just a rule. That's just a rule. But it makes sense because, like, are you going to listen to your significant other?
Now I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. I'm gonna think on that and come back to that later. I'm trying to think of someone that has that I would be like, no, I still take them seriously, but
like you're like, but I'm not gonna say who I've seen naked on the live.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, all right. Anyways, so
so
I mean, yeah, it's fair that you've seen your husband naked, so that's appropriate.
This guy. Sorry, this guy is
that looks like Is that Aiden?
That is.
Yeah, that's your child too. That doesn't count.
Anyways,
yeah. So that was the Chocolate Chicks recap. It was fun. We love traveling. The whole trip was fun. It's fun to go out together and, the off time when we're not bowling, we have fun. So that next team tournament is in March. So hopefully we can put together some good teams and come back and cash with all of the teams instead of just one. So
amen.
Rolling into Tuesday League, our favorite league that everyone loves to watch the live stream. Tuesday this week was fun. I'm pretty sure we were live streaming together, right? And we did our girls doubles bets, which we have now made into like a weekly thing. So
yeah, and we're adding more money to it, so it's even more exciting.
And wait, we need to get, I don't know if I said this on Tuesday or not, but we should get like a cute little like jar. And remember how you said everyone has to put in their money beforehand? We can get like a little jar and put the money in there.
And then take pictures after each game, like present it and take a picture with it. It's guys, mainly, yes, there is money in it, but we're betting like $5 a game.
Yeah.
It's not the pride.
Yeah.
And we all took a point
bragging rights for sure.
Yeah. We all took a point this week. So it's like
it was a wash.
we won.
Okay, I apologize, Drea, if you're watching. It was not a wash. You guys won the series. Sorry. But we all won a game. But they won the series because
Drea shot 290.
Yeah, she had a good game, and Kim had a good set. So did Drea. I think she shot 17 or something, like 713. And then I think Kim shot 690. Yeah. Okay, Kim. You better not do that this week. I'm bowling her.
Oh, that's going to be a good
smackdown.
That's going to be next to Steph, but not against her.
She bowled good too. Rhonda was like hyping her up all night. She's like, "You're throwing the ball great. You're bowling amazing." Drea too, I think, was telling her like, "It's rolling phenomenal." Yeah, but she only got like 220, right?
Yeah, well, but compared to how she's been in the Plaza, it was great because I know that she was kind of beating herself up about her Plaza debut.
That's true. She was killing it. Like, I can't surpass 190 in the Plaza, and I was like, "Really?" And then I looked at her average, and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah. But then she went 660, so
I know. So yeah,
of course she does it the night she bowls Frank. Poor Frank.
That's right. He took no, she didn't shoot 220, 220 because Frank beat her one game. I think it was the middle game. She might have shot 2-0.
Yeah, because Frank shot 231.
Maybe she did shoot 220 then.
Yeah, probably. I think she was 220.
She was super butthurt. She's like, Frank got me. I was like, are you expecting a sweep? Well, that's what happens when we expect and we get a little confident. Someone comes out from behind and takes one of those points from you.
Or even better, when your second hole punches a chair and can't bowl, so you get a sub, and then you think that sub like is locked in the second hole, and then you look at their average and you're like, oh, hey, I average higher than them. And then your second hole on the other team has the best set out of the whole pair. I'm like, okay, guys. But if I would have bowled leadoff, I would have swept Dakota Knits. I am so mad about this.
This is why we love the leadoff spot. This is why I cannot go to anchor spot and something has to change this week. Kim said she's going to throw off so she can give me all the points. I mean, it sounds like I can average 200 flat.
Why is she throwing? No, she's got. Are you kidding me? Drea will beat her. We are getting $5 a game. This is serious money, guys.
Yeah. So back to that. So we're doing girls doubles. So last week it was Kim came up to me and was like, "Hey, let's bet $1 a game individually." And I was like, "Okay." So then she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna bowl with Drea. Do you want to bowl with Krista?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then Steph and Rhonda were like, well, we want in on the action. And I was like, okay, sure. So we ended up doing this doubles game for game and series thing. It was supposed to be $1 a game and $1 for series. Chris and I won the first game because I shot 240 and you shot 230.
Yes, yes, because my opponent shot 245.
Yeah. So we won. I think Drea shot 211 and Kim shot 230 or something. And then Steph and Rhonda, I think they weren't far behind us, but second game, Drea comes out and goes 290. I remember her dad walking over to me and was like, "You really pissed her off." And I was like,
she did not like losing.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, I don't have 290 going. I remember I had 279 at one point because I was like, maybe we have a chance. But then Kim popped off 220 and I was like, okay, well, never mind.
Like, oh man, because second game, I only shot 218.
I shot 230, but we weren't even gonna touch Drea and Kim because Kim shot 220 also, and she shot 290. So Rhonda shot 250 that game, so that was close. And I think Steph shot 220, so they were closer. But and then the last game, Steph and Rhonda shot like 480 or something.
Because Steph shot 220, but Rhonda like popped off.
Oh, they shot 450 something. Because remember, I could have struck out in the 10th frame to beat them. Yeah. And I spun that freaking 8-pin around or whatever it was.
Listen, Drea was mad because you rolled the 4-pin forward, right? Mm-hmm. And I went Brooklyn. And so both of us in the 10th frame got a lucky strike. And she was like, "Are you kidding me?" So, dude, I got like pocket 10 pins and pocket 7 pins, 7-10s. Like, come on.
She was upset because she went 211, 290, 213. And I was like, dang, like that's rough. That's rough. So, I mean, I get it. And she missed she already got the cash money for the 725, but
yeah, the first,
the
first night of Blake.
Yeah.
She was like 770,
760. She shot 760 flat, I think, because I shot 767 and she was mad at me that I beat her. She's like, now I have another set to beat to be high in the league again. So
I'm coming for her because last year you had high game and I had high series last year.
Yeah. Did they pay out for that at the end of the league?
No.
Oh, that sucks. They used to get like 10 or $15 for that.
Yeah, because I had 780 something. Because remember, I almost had an 800, but I Greg Churched in the 10th frame to shoot 780 something versus 800. And
that week that I shot 770 almost, I had 800 going, but I missed a ball change. I went like 278, 210, 278. Like I just missed that ball change. That's rough. Anyways, so this week, I think we're going to keep the teams the same, right? You and me, Kim and Drea.
I feel like Rhonda and Steph will always be together because they bowl together on the same team.
I thought it would be fun one night, though, to do like random draw, meaning like Krista draws her partner and then, like maybe the week before high sets draw their partners first.
I like that. Or guys, comment below which teams do you guys want to see?
Yeah, who do you guys want to see?
Everyone knows. Y'all know Steph, obviously, Blondie bowls. You guys know Kim because we bowl with her all the time. And we bowled a few times with Drea on live, so you guys should know Drea. If not, go back a few lives. But let us know who you want us to team up with because that would be kind of fun. We could do like bets, like football type bets.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we can switch it up. We can do suggestions from the comments and then we can do a draw thing too. That would be fun. Because I feel like if we bowl with the same teams over and over and over,
then it'll get boring. It'll be fun to switch it up. I agree.
Yeah. So I'm excited for this jar that we're going to make. We'll show it on the next, or when we make it, we'll show it on the Dynamic Duo Gossip. Yeah, I'm excited for Tuesday. Kim, I'm coming for you. Better watch out. I know you're going to watch this, so coming for you. All right. So we're going to do a fun segment every week called Fun Fact of the Week. So I feel like you guys watch us bowl. Like I said, that's what you do, right? You just watch us bowl on live stream. You watch us bowl. But I think it would be interesting to share facts about ourselves that maybe you wouldn't know. I'll go first since I kind of already led into it. So I am 28 years old, and I have arthritis. I was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis when I was 8 years old, and you would never know, right? Because I walk like a normal person. But if you looked at my hands and my knuckles up closely, you would see it. But you would never know, right? So that's Alyssa's fun fact of the week. I want to hear Krista's. We don't pre-plan these, so I want to know what hers is.
That fun fact. Hi, I'm Krista.
It's like we're in group therapy or something. Hi, Krista.
All right. Fun fact about me. I am 30 years old. Yes, I'm not 45 like someone said that they thought I was. Yeah, Michael Anderson. I am calling you out, Michael Anderson.
Wait, the dad or the son?
The son, JJ's brother. He goes,
I was just talking to him today. You did
everyone
dirty like that?
Make me feel better. I don't know if I should ask this, but I'm gonna ask
Do I look 30?
Do I look 30? Give me some love.
Don't put your forehead in a wrinkly position when you say it. Make it flat. There you go. No. Yes. No.
I'm just gonna get Botox. Anyway.
No. Okay, anyways, continue.
Okay, fun fact about me. I got a really fun fact that actually I don't even think most of the bowling community knows. By the time I turned 18, I had a fake ID and I showgirled for 4 years. 2 years. 2 years, sorry. I stopped when I was 21. I started like at the end of 18. So yeah, fun fact. I had a fake ID and I showgirled with it.
I knew you showgirl, but I didn't know you had a fake ID.
Oh, yeah. I had to have a fake ID because I got pregnant at 21 with Adelaide. So, and it blacklight and scanned.
How much did that cost?
It cost $500, but
oh my goodness.
As a showgirl, we averaged about $100 an hour.
Okay, so you're like, all right, it's an investment, right?
No judgment. I'm a Christian woman now. That was my past life.
Any kids watching this, don't do that. Go to college. Go to college.
My kids will never know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm very honest.
Aiden's going to walk in. Mom, what's a showgirl?
My husband's going to be like, oh, no. Again, past life. But that is a fun fact. And most people in the bowling community don't even know that. So you all know it now.
I mean, that's the goal, is to just share something that we don't know. So Shocker. Kim, I hope you do it when you hear that. All right. So we're going to try to keep these at about 30 minutes a week. So what is Dynamic Duo Bowling next? I think that the next thing that we're bowling, I'm not bowling anything next weekend. I'm going to take a week off. I'm going to chill. Actually, we talked today, and if there's BTC, we might bowl BTC. But if not, then
BTC?
I don't know. I thought you said that there might be.
Maybe. I'll have to ask. I know there's an ABT, but if not, then I'm chilling with you too.
Yeah. But the weekend after that is our big Kahuna weekend. So excited. Yeah. So a little backstory. Dynamic Duo loves Big Kahuna. I think that was like when we very first started live streaming, actually. Like that was one of the first things that we live streamed was the Big Kahuna tournament. Krista and I popped off and won $2,400 a piece in a side pot.
Dude, I want it so bad again.
I know. And then we said we were going to run that back.
But the best part about that was that Alyssa and I did not think that we were bowling together that time because each side pot, there's one game for mixed doubles and then there's one game for scratch mixed doubles and then handicap open doubles. Alyssa and I thought that it was the scratch mixed doubles game and we were bowling with Zach. Both of us were bowling with Zach, which was popping off as well. So Alyssa and I were secretly in our heads, like hoping for the other one to get a pocket 10 pin because we thought we were against each other. So we're like, yeah, you struck. And we were so competitive against each other.
I remember that.
Funniest SHIT about that is that competitiveness made us shoot like 260 each. Right, 265 each or something in the 260.
Yeah, we were a little over 500 total, I think.
Yeah, we were close to 520, I think, because I feel like anything under 520 doesn't even win in that tournament. But yeah, so we had no idea and all of a sudden they called both of our names, and we had the shock of our life because again.
So it was scratched too. So we don't get any pins because it's based off of 200 averages. So we had no pins. And I think it was open handicap doubles.
Which was the most amount of money.
Yeah. And they were saying $2,400. And I was like, sick. We just made $1,200 each. And then we get the envelopes back. And I was like,
24 each.
What? I was like, this is insane. That's the most amount of money I won in a side pot ever. But yeah, that was wild. That
tournament is wild, and it's coming up, and it's at Sam's Town.
Is it?
Yeah,
it is. Because I was like, oh, we're gonna bowl at Sunset again, and then I was like, oh, it's at Sam's Town.
Yeah, and someone told me today it's a modified house, and I was like,
our faces. If you guys don't know, Sam's Town's our favorite house.
Sam's Town is like our bread and butter, like the easiest.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. So watch out for the live stream. That's the weekend of October 7th and 8th. 7th and 8th. Yeah.
And it's early morning. Both of our squads are at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like bowling
start time. That means we're hitting Starbucks at 7 a.m. to be there at 7:30. Actually, probably earlier than that, right?
Yeah. So, but those sheets will be there at 7 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah. Starbucks in hand. For sure.
Yes.
All right, guys. So that's it for this week of Dynamic Duo Gossip. But please put in the comments below what you want to see, what topics you want us to talk about. We'll do our recaps and stuff like that. What do you want to hear? What do you want? What do you want?
Yes.
Krista said that there's a couple balls coming out recently.
A lot of balls.
So I was actually talking to some friends today about what ball I want to drill next. So give us your suggestions on the balls coming out. What do you like? What are your thoughts on them? What do you want to see Dynamic Duo drill next? Our duo ball review video is coming soon. We promise.
Yes. You know what? Honestly, maybe this week it needs to be a duo ball review.
Yeah, you're right. We're not taking the weekend off of bowling. We're going to do the ball review video.
Let's be honest. When did we ever take a weekend off bowling?
I know.
But yeah, what she said, and all of you know that we are very big reality fans as well. And I was just told today that the Eternity Pie is supposed to completely replace the reality.
Really?
Yes.
But is it a solid?
Mm-hmm. Okay. It literally has like almost identical. Someone told me, again, comment below your thoughts and but someone today had watched Lewis's channel and they were like, oh, because I was showing the reality. They're like, you should get the Eternity Pie, Lewis Napoli's. I'm like, Napoli's. But anyways.
Yeah, I get very weirded out when people pronounce his name wrong. I'm like,
right. Like Art Luis.
That's better. That's a better one.
But they're like, oh yeah, he said that it's supposed to completely replace the reality because they do that all the time where they'll get a new ball that's technically supposed to replace one of the old.
I don't like that though, because that means they're probably just going to discontinue the reality at some point.
That's the rumor. But if the Eternity Pie is just as good, if not better. So I think that's personally going to be my next ball because I love the reality so much.
So I was debating between that and the Exponent. I'll probably end up getting both, but I don't know which one I want to get first. So
let us know below what you think we should get, because realistically, that's funny because I was thinking of those exact two same balls because they're both dual solids. So and I need another one of those because everything is shiny in my bag. It seems like.
Yeah, same. Well, I don't want to say same. I have the solid balls, but it seems like I need a couple more of them to fill some gaps. So
samesies.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. We can't wait to read all your comments. Again, let us know what you want to see. We're always open. So we will see you on Tuesday for this week's girls doubles, duels, whatever. Oh, Dynamic Duo duels, really quickly. If you live in Vegas or if you don't live in Vegas and you're coming out to Vegas, we started Dynamic Duo duels. So basically us two versus two other people, whoever you want. It can either be friendly just for a video or for a cash prize. It just depends. If you're interested, then
too. We like that.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. Again, we'll see you on Tuesday. Have a good weekend.
Comment below about the jewels too. If you want to comment below, because we will need to get in contact with you so that way we can do a date. Actually, make it simple. Please, if you want to compete against Alyssa and I, or if you want to compete against one of us, write down below who you want to compete against and the days and times that you're free. And if you live in Vegas or if you don't live in Vegas. So make all those comments below so that way we can reach back out to you.
Yes.
All right. Anyways.
Okay, now we're done. Huh?
Like.
Comment.
Subscribe.
Yes.
Bye, guys.